Hello from the land of TV. This is King Cool. Welcome to the Toast Reviews. For those of you who don't know how this works, I watch a movie, I put something in the toaster, and I talk about it before my toast is done. And today we're in the middle of Racial Harmony Month. In which case, all movies that involve a race change. But today we're up in the ante with The Associate, starring Whoopi Goldberg from 1996. And today in the show, we have cornbread. Because no one said that I was sensitive. So I only have to move. Whoop. This is going to cook for 30 minutes, so we're not going to see the whole thing. Light. There we go. Okay. So The Associate is Whoopi Goldberg's like some sort of financial advisor or something. That, you know, when movies make things about work, it's really kind of weird because nobody wants to really talk about work, and if it's not something I know anything about, I'm just like, oh, okay, this is just like some wacky thing. Unless it's like law, which sometimes you know, like in Legally Blonde, it's like, okay, this either works or this does not, you know. So she gets fed up with the sexist policies of the place she's working for, and then she goes off and starts her own firm. And when she realizes that she's not being taken seriously as a black woman, she says, oh, I got this new partner, his name is Robert Cuddy. But he doesn't do interviews, he does this. And this is the part where you might start thinking, I didn't set the timer. Whoopsie. I don't need that for the episode, but I needed to know when this will become La Scorcha. And if you ever were like, oh yeah, you know, my uncle's John Travolta, but he never comes over here, and if we actually saw him, he wouldn't recognize me because I changed my entire face when I was 6 years old. And, you know, you might start getting a little suspicious. And a lot of people are game with it, mostly just because they can, you know, Robert Cuddy can help them. And as it goes on, you know, it's pretty clear. It's like, yeah, and she does confess at one point to one of someone else. It's like, yeah, Robert Cuddy is a fictional character. I made him up. This movie is really similar to Simone, which I reviewed last year sometime, maybe early, very, very late, 2 years ago. You can see my feet in the reflection. I should have wore shoes. Whatever. All you weirdos out there, you're like, oh, you know. And I see how much I pace when I do these shows. The opening scene is mercifully, it's about, hey, someone's going to get the promotion, but it's not going to be me. But it's actually not anything that I can pull out the players for. Hey, what? No, not today. Oh, okay. Okay, don't just burst in like that, please, because, you know, I might, actually, if I need you, I'll call you, okay? Oh, okay. Okay, well, it's starting to expand. With so little battery, I always wonder if it's going to fill up the whole thing. But it's not just like that. We got a new president, douche nozzle, and I'm like, what? I didn't get my thing, blah, 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 you know. Okay, but at the end of the day, I liked this movie. It's not perfect. And the thing is like, you know, it was, you know, I was told about it, this for Racial Harmony Month, so it was like, oh, we should just have as a white guy, pretend he's this. Like, no, she does that as an absolute last resort. She's like, okay, like, at a certain point, something, I'm not going to say exactly what, something happens where she's like, alright, Robert Cuddy needs to appear in the flesh for real. And, that's sort of like the same thing that they were doing in, Simone, where, you know, it's a fictional person who doesn't actually exist. Excuse me, has to make appearances, like live appearances at certain places to, you know, to convince people that she's there, even though most of that is just, folderol. With this one, it's like, yeah, she gets the makeup and this stuff, and it is a little silly that this, you know, latex mask makeup actually convinces people in real life, which, I mean, we've all seen Mission Impossible, but like, it's actually, you know, if you're like, you know, people are like within like 2 inches of each other's face. Now, no one ever touches her face or anything, in which case you'd be like, that's a mask immediately. It's not warm. So nobody does anything that would be, obviously wouldn't work. Like they do, I think, in the Big Mama's house too, where she dolls up herself as a Big Mama, and she's getting a massage. And it's like, okay, is that the stupidest massage person ever? I'm not talking about a socialite. I'm gonna keep blabbing about this stuff. I liked this one. Well, there's another weird dimension in it. I don't think the script was written for an African American woman. I think it was written just with a regular. I was about to say regular. That's not cool. A white woman. It just, they cast Whoopi Goldberg. The script really doesn't make a thing about that. At least not specifically. So maybe this is sort of almost in a parallel universe where, none of the characters are racist. They're all just like, oh, nobody cares that I don't remember her character's name, Laurel. Nobody cares that Laurel is black. Nobody cares, but she's a woman. It's like, oh, she'll do whatever sort of things the women's do, and you know, it's a little silly. This is based on a French movie, and the French have this thing called the farce, which just about one little thing changes and it keeps going further and further out of control. I love a good farce. Which is, and it's like, okay, there's a little bit of slapstick, but it's not just constantly like, I'm gonna go over here and step on something. Oh no, it was a bear trap or anything. Like the slapstick only happens when people are sort of running around trying to get away from a situation they don't want to be in, and other people are chasing them and all of a sudden trip, plop, 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 boom. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of defending this movie, but I liked it, you know, buyer beware on this one. I'm not necessarily saying you gotta dig it up, and I've heard it compared unfavorably to Tootsie, and I'm like, I had never seen Tootsie. But again, like I said, I think in Tootsie, he's like, oh, I can't get a job. I have to dress as a woman. It's like, you know, there's a great many things I would do before attempting to commit fraud. You know, but this seems to be puffing up nicely. God, the sun is bright right now. So yeah, I give it a tentative recommendation. Hang on, I just see something. I don't think I can change it now. But anyway, what movie will be for the last entry in Racial Harmony Month? Well, I'm not totally sure about that right now. But I'll go do some research. Hey, what's up?
You know, there is another movie where black people dress up as white people.
What? No. I just saw a Little Man. I just drew out of the penalty box. No way. Come on.
Perhaps it's time.
Yeah, I don't like your serious voice. Next time on the Toast Reviews,